Hey, what's up, solar family? How are you? It's James here. Hopefully you're doing amazing. In this video, I want to go over how much money you should be spending on ads or purchasing leads from lead generation companies. But before I dive into it, if you haven't scheduled your free solar strategy call yet, especially if you want to get in solar, or maybe you already are in solar and you want to learn how to sell solar virtually, or maybe you're a roofing HVAC contractor that wants to add solar in your book of business, make sure you book your free solar strategy call. It's gonna be a pop-up right above this video. So I'm gonna dive right into it. All right, so if you're looking into purchasing solar leads or running your own ads, this is my suggestion on how much you should spend every single month, right? And again, it all depends on profitability. If you're making a profit, if you're getting a return on your investment, then this question is basically obsolete. Meaning that, if you put in $1, are you making $2, $3, $4 from that dollar? Then I would say continue to do what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, I honestly feel that if you're making 1.5 times to 2 times your investment, that's an amazing investment. Meaning that if you put $5,000 into ad spend and you're getting $10,000 in return, that's definitely something that you want to continue doing. So my first tip for you, it doesn't matter how much you're planning on spending on ads, make sure that you have reserves, right? You can't just spend every single dollar you have, go for a Hail Mary, and hopefully you get a return on your investment. That's the last thing that you want to do. Secondly is, before you start running ads or before you start buying leads, make sure that you have all your systems in place, meaning that you have your CRM in place, make sure that you have a call center in place, or maybe you're going to be calling. So just make sure you have all your back-end systems in place before you start purchasing solar leads, because you don't want to set these things up when the leads are coming in. So make sure your CRM, all your follow-up sequences are all in place. And if you don't have a CRM, make sure you get one. Check out our CRM. We like to say it's built by solar pros for solar pros like yourself. You can check it out, solarpipeline.com. I honestly feel that if you're in solar, you have to have a CRM. My third tip for you before you start purchasing solar leads is make sure that your close rate is fairly high, meaning it's at 30+%. Because again, you don't want to spin your wheels and keep on purchasing leads and you think it's the leads not converting when it's actually just your close rate. So ideally, you should have a 30+% close rate. So that leads me to my next tip is make sure that you're able to sell nationally. Because when you're reaching out to lead generation companies or when you're running ads, it's more efficient when you spread it out throughout the state. You don't want to try to narrow it down to one single location or zip code. So make sure that you're able to sell all over the country, right? Have an install partner that can sell all over the nation. So I know I kind of went roundabout to answer this question, but to answer your question, how much money should I be spending every single month to buy leads or run ads? It should be right around $5,000+. Because that way you're probably going to get about 100 solar leads. And from that 100 solar leads, 30% of those are probably going to sit down with you. And out of the 30%, which is now 30 homeowners out of the 100, you're probably going to have a 50% cancellation rate. And keep in mind, I'm going extreme here, right? So with the 30 booked appointments, now you're down to 15. And if you're a fairly good closer, if you're like a 30% closer, you should get at least 3 to 5 deals out of that $5,000 investment. And depending on what your commission structure look like, that should be really profitable for you, right? You should be able to get your return on investment back and then some. So again, before you start, purchasing solar leads or running ads, make sure you have all these systems in place. And then from there, make sure that you also find a reputable lead generation company. So if you're looking for high quality solar leads, make sure you book your free solar strategy call. It's gonna be a pop-up right above this video. Other than that, hopefully that made sense. So do me a favor before you take off, comment below how much you're currently spending on ad spend right now for yourself or even your company, and make sure that you like the video and subscribe so you get all my updated videos as I release them. Other than that, have an amazing day. Peace.